Okay, today we're getting our well fracked. This is what a fracking rig looks like. So right there's the water tank, tons of water. Here is the diesel engine that drives a belt that drives a giant compressor. There's the gauge that we're going to watch when they pump the water. This is the fluid that they inflate the packer with. And here's the crane that they put the pipe in the ground with. So the way it works is you got a packer, which is a rubber bladder that gets filled with this fluid here, and they pack that up to, I don't know, a high PSI. I don't know a PSI, but it's high, like 3,000 PSI or something, and that seals against the well. And the distance between the two packers is 60 feet. And then what they do is they fire this up, and that pressurizes it up to like 3,500 PSI. What just happened was that 3/4 inch breaker bar right there activates the clutch in there, which turns on the belt, which turns on the water pump, which makes water pressure. So we watched the gauge go up to 3,500 PSI, and it almost stalled, but then it cleared out the path for more water to come into the well. So it pushed out the sediment and cleaned out the rock cracks, the rock fissures, the cracks in the rock. And that's why the pressure dropped on the gauge, because then the blockage was cleared. And they're going to do this every 60 feet for my well, which is 620 feet deep. So we should get a huge improvement on water supply in our well. And then they let it run. I think he said it pumps like, I don't know, 60 gallons a minute or something. I don't know, 200 gallons a minute. I don't know. And it's just washing that crack in the rock, washing it clean. So we'll walk over to the other side. That's a giant winch. So he said not to get too close, because that black line is the high pressure line, that thick black one. The yellow one just has normal water in it coming from this giant tank. It's a transfer pump. And then that little line there is what puts the pressure in the packers, those inflatable bladders that go 60 feet away from each other. Okay, that's your lesson on well fracking. So now when you hear about people fracking, now you know what it is. It's just high pressure water that cleans out the cracks in the rock in the well, because my well is 600 feet deep and they hit bedrock at 90 feet. So I've got, you know, it's actually 620. So I've got 610. No. What do I have? 510? No. I've got 530. Yeah, 530 feet of bedrock, solid bedrock in my well. And there's cracks in there that are full of sediment, or maybe they're just weak. And this pressure cleans out the cracks, the horizontal and vertical. I don't know. I guess there's no vertical crack. The cracks in the well, so that more water can flow in. So now you know how fracking works. I'm sure it works very similarly on an oil well, but I don't know. But there you go. I don't see it as super destructive, to be honest. See ya. I'm out.